Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants. And of course, I am your host, your YouTube messiah of limited and never duplicated super certain vicious end. Before we get into Raw this week, which was in Jacksonville, Florida, oh man, we got some heavy stuff to go over. This is going to be hard to go over. The beginning stuff to go over, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hard to go over, folks, so please bear with me. News broke over the weekend. Scott Hall was in the hospital and wound up getting put on life support, and news broke literally like a good 40 seconds before Raw started, saying that he passed. And man, this one hits hard. This one hits hard, about as hard as it did for Eddie for me. And yeah, this one really hits hard. I can't put it into any other words other than that. And it sucks because I don't even know how to put it other than that. It sucks. It really fucking sucks. Scott was that guy that was just too cool to hate, no matter what. And he was one of my earliest memories of seeing a wrestler on TV thinking, whoa, he is so cool. And just, wow. Yeah. He's gonna be sorely missed. And I can't put it in any other words other than that. I mean, Christ, I'm going to be 37 in a few weeks, and to this day, I still do the walk like he does. Still, anytime I get a toothpick, I still flick it like he does. You know, it just shows on how much wrestling has influenced me my entire life. So, yeah. Other news that happened earlier in the day, I should say, some little bit of a levity, if you will. Queen Carmella has been officially announced to be going into the Hall of Fame. I know some people are going to say, oh, she don't deserve it, she's only there because Booker's there, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Guys, fuck you. Listen, she had to go out there and perform in front of hundreds and thousands of people on a regular fucking basis. You know, I dare any of the people that are passing judgment saying she don't go in to go and try and put in the kind of work she did. Because I guarantee those are the same fuckers that go and say, oh, Tori Wilson didn't deserve it. Oh, this one didn't, this one did. Dude, then who the fuck does? You know? Because here's the thing. It's a fucking business. You go out there and your job is to put asses in seats. It doesn't matter if you're good, bad, or shitty. If they come to see you because you're shitty, then hey, you're putting butts in seats. If they come out there to see you because you're good, then you're putting butts in seats. That's all it is, plain and fucking simple. Now with that said, we're going to switch gears, talk about last week via the SmackDown Rewind, and the big highlights from last week's SmackDown. Well, before we get into that, need to address the two big elephants in the room about last week's SmackDown. Big E was in a tag match with Kofi going against Sheamus and Ridge Holland. Ridge did a suplex onto Big E, and E landed the wrong way and got hurt really bad. He broke his neck. Thankfully, he even said point blank, it doesn't require surgery, which, good news. Unfortunately, the bad news is there's reports going out now that it's in the upper areas of the neck, like around the C4 or C5, I think. I'm not 100% certain. And it's possibly career-ending, which really, really fucking sucks because I haven't seen one person ever, anyone that was, whether they're currently in the company or were fired or anything, ever have anything bad to say about Big E. you know. And it's, excuse me, he's generally one of those guys that just everyone liked. Everyone liked and everyone loved. There's no way around that. And this, I'm definitely gonna probably get some fire. I'm probably gonna get some shit thrown at me for this, but you know what? Come at me. I'm always open to hearing all criticism, good and bad. I'm not gonna give Ridge Holland any shit on this. No, I'm not. And here's why. Because this business, as I said, it's a business. It's physically demanding. And unfortunately, sometimes accidents happen. And if you want to go and get mad and get pissy over Ridge Holland doing that by accident, then how about we go back and how about all those people then go and throw all that shit towards Owen Hart for breaking Steve Austin's neck? Hey, here's another idea. How about we go back and get mad at Sting because because Sting was Rick Rude's last opponent before Rude got retired. Because Rude got hurt in his match against Sting and was forced to retire. Or even yet, well, how about we talk about current day? How about we all get mad at Samoa Joe then for breaking Tyson Kidd's neck? Huh? Listen, I'm not condoning it, but accidents fucking happen, unfortunately. I mean, Christ, I still got issues in this shoulder from shit, okay? You know, I can't put in any other words, otherwise I'm going to stutter and fumble all over that. Now, to address the second elephant in the room, Pete Dunne made his debut on SmackDown with Sheamus and Ridge. Unfortunately, not in the most graceful of manners, and he's given a new ring name, Butch. Yeah, Butch. Now, I'm normally not one to complain about changing of ring names, but going from Pete Dunne for X amount of years on WWE TV, and then being off of NXT for I think maybe 1-2 weeks, and then boom, you're now Butch. Dude, what the fuck? I mean, maybe if you gave them, maybe if you incorporated it as a new nickname, you know, I'd have been more comfortable with that if they would have incorporated it as a nickname, yeah. But no. I mean, no. So with that said, let's go into the rest of SmackDown Rewind now. It started out with Cowboy Brock coming out doing Cowboy Brock shit, pissed off and all sorts of mad at Roman Reigns over what happened at the Madison Square Garden show, saying, Roman, I want you now, I want blood, you do not draw first blood on Brock Lesnar and live to tell about it, so bring your ass out here, I want blood for blood. You know, and then, my savior, Paul Heyman comes out, comes out and looks at Brock, says, no, and furthermore, no, because my tribal chief, the head of the table, is not here tonight. And then Brock just kind of chuckles, well, if he's not here, then there's no one to protect you. And you could just see Paul's face sink like, what? And then, you know, I will say this. For Paul Heyman ran pretty good for a fat guy. He was, you know, I'm not saying that as an insult or trying to body shame, but seriously, it's just like, oh, fuck! Like, that quick, like, dude, no, he's got experience having to run off from someone. So, yeah. So, and hearing and seeing him run, all I can think is that song, Run, Fat Boy, Run, Fat Boy, Run, and yeah. So, Paul's running, Brock's chasing after him, Brock winds up getting side-checked by some security, Brock completely destroys them. By the time he's done destroying security, Paul makes his triumphant escape, and then we continue with the rest of the show. So aside from that tag match that I just went over with New Day, Sheamus and Ridge, Drew was supposed to have a trios match with the Raiders against Corbin, Moss, and Jinder. Instead, the Raiders got jumped in the back. They came out to go after Drew. Drew wound up decimating everyone except Corbin, which, honestly, I kind of like that. Because keeping them separated, do not let them touch until then. It's to build anticipation. You know? Excuse me. Sasha and Naomi had a tag match against Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Nyeh. That's all I can say about it is nyeh. And let's see what else. Sami Zayn had a rematch against Ricochet for Ricochet's newly won Intercontinental Championship, which, holy fuck, this was a damn good match. I mean, seriously, wow. And even before the match started, Austin Theory came out, slapped the headset off Pat McAfee, and then them two started brawling, and then security took McAfee out, and Cole called the rest of the show without him. Which, okay, cool. You know, build more anticipation, because now I want to see Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee at WrestleMania now. So, and of course, SmackDown ended with Charlotte and Ronda Rousey fighting backstage, and then Charlotte suplexing Ronda onto a car, and all I can think is, not the car! Oh! Yeah. So, with that said, now we get into this week's show. Raw, it starts out with Kevin Owens gloating over the fact that Steve Austin accepted his challenge to appear at the KO show at WrestleMania. And then he said he's going to beat him, he's going to triumph over him, and what he's going to do after he stuns him and leaves him lying dead in the middle of the ring. He's not a drinker, but you know what he's going to do? He's going to pour a cold Canadian beverage, an ice-cold Canadian beer over him, which, okay, I will say this. I know Kevin Owens isn't much of a drinker, but honestly, I figured at least he would have had a Molson once or twice. I mean, that's just me thinking out loud. But yeah. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. Just KO hyping up the KO show at Mania, which, again, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but I'm getting some serious vibes like from WrestleMania with Piper's Pit, Morton Downey Jr. with Brother Love. You know, and it was just, wow. I'm getting like serious vibes, like it's almost like that. Now, I will tell you now, later on in the show, Seth came out and insisted that, excuse me, he had an idea to be able to get featured on the Mania, and he wanted his friend Kevin Owens to come out. Kev, come on down, buddy. Oh, they embrace. And then he explains his idea. You know, you have Stone Cold coming on to your show. So you know what I'll do? I'll have my own talk show. You know, I could bring back the Rollins Report or something, and I can interview Stone Cold. And KO's just like, no, dude, no. That's my idea. All you're doing is just taking my idea. Listen, we need to get you something else. And it's, why not? Well, how about this? Me and you have a match tonight, and the winner winds up getting to have the spot at WrestleMania. What? No. Stone Cold agreed to see me, not you, Seth, but me. And then Sonya Deville came out, said, yes, this is a good idea, so let's make it a match later on tonight, so we'll get to that. So, with that said, now we get to the first match of the night. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, with Austin Theory ringside doing commentary, non-title I may add. And man, this was a damn good match. Priest was leading up into the break, and for the most part, most of the post-break. Theory hyping up on how he's going to beat Pat McAfee. All the while, eyeing up the U.S. title. I'm digging that, you're working one story while building another. You don't really see too much of that on TV nowadays. And I think that's something that's desperately missed. Maybe that's just me, but maybe not. But either way, match came to an end. When Finn had Priest down, he was getting ready to go up for the coup de grace. Theory got up onto the apron, distracted him. Finn took him down, and Priest brought him back in, and then hit him with the Reckoning. 1, 2, 3, that was it. Then Theory beat up Finn, hit him with the ATL, and then of course, got the camera and click, took a selfie. So yeah. That was that. Next matchup we got big old hoss fight right here. We got Omos going against Commander Azeez. So you got one big 7-foot motherfucker going against another 7-foot motherfucker right here. Woo boy, this is good. Like I said, this is a big old hoss fight. And I know I normally use this description in a disparaging way. But in this case, it was actually kind of nice because it was like seeing two giant rubber LJN figures just clack, 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 clack together like that. And it was cool. I dug it, man. Sometimes you gotta have some horse shit in there. You gotta throw a little horse shit into a good show not just to make the other stuff look better, but sometimes that horse shit actually winds up paying off and it's good. Excuse me. And I dug it, I'm normally not big on two big giants fighting, but yeah, this was good, man. Now, how the match came to an end, Azeez had Omos hooked to go and bring him up for a suplex, and just as he was about to hoist him, Omos then counters it, takes him down, and then hits him with that double choke, two-handed choke slam of his, 1, 2, 3, and then afterwards, he gets Apollo, and then hits him with a one-handed choke slam. So next up, we got women's action. Liv Morgan with Rhea Ripley ringside, going against Queen Zelina with Carmella, and man, oh yeah, definitely needed the heart pills here. Oh, yeah, God Almighty, especially that outfit Carmella was wearing. Pretty sure I'm going to get brain duster for that comment, but moving forward. As far as this, okay, back and forth. At one point, Carmella went to go and interfere when Liv was leading, and wound up actually getting chased by Rhea Ripley, and then she ran off into Corey Graves' lap. And then Corey was just like, no, back off. I'm not doing that. She's fine. And I get it. It's no different than what they did when any of that total diva shit. But reality TV's never really been for me, so I know nothing about the show short from the commercials. But all the while that's going on, Zelina's just looking like, well, what the hell? What's going on? Huh? And then gets back to the match. Liv, next thing you know, winds up getting some things going. And then, boom, hits her with Oblivion. 1, 2, 3. And then you just see Zelina looking like a pissed off Puerto Rican from New York, which she definitely was at that point in time. Whew. Damn. Definitely do not want to be on her mad side. Next up, we got tag action. Rhea and Dominik going against Cedric and Shelton Benjamin with Miz and the ball bag known as Logan Paul doing commentary. And, yeah. yeah. Seriously, again, I get the whole reason for celebrities and I get the whole reason for Logan Paul and all. I don't like the guy. If I would have had the option of doing business with him, 10 get you 20, I more than likely wouldn't. I'd have the courtesy to hear out the offer, but more than likely I wouldn't. 99.99% chance I wouldn't, but yeah, no. So as far as the match went, Dominik, he was the punching bag for a bit, and then Ray got the hot tag in. Then as things started moving forward, surprisingly, Miz and Logan didn't wind up running interference during the match, but match went on, moved forward, got real quick, real fast, and then Dom got in. Match came to an end when they did a double 619, and then Dominik did a frog splash onto Cedric, 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, then Miz and Logan Paul came in. They took Miz out, and then they started beating up Logan Paul, which, whoo, you want to hear a crowd reaction. They had him knocked down onto the ropes. They were getting ready to go and hit him with a double 619 until Miz pulled the save. Which now, oh man, that when they finally hit that at Mania, you know that's going to make a big pop now. So now we have another women's match, Bianca Belair going against Doudrop, again with, this time, Nikki A.S.H in her corner, apparently now, because, I don't know. But either way, as far as this match went, this really good, solid match. Both really, I'm not going to lie, these two work really good with each other. And as much as people always say, oh, they're doing this match again, the people that always complain saying, oh, they're doing this match again, 9 out of 10 times are also the ones saying, man, I could see this one and this cat go back and forth with each other all day. Okay, if you're saying that you can watch these two go like that all day, then you got no problem watching somebody go back and forth in this. You shouldn't have that. Yeah. Either way, decent match. Bianca got the win. KOD in the middle of the ring, which, okay, yes, it was an assisted lift to get Doudrop up. But the fact that once she got her up, she walked over to the middle of the ring and then dropped her. Whoa, man, that's impressive. Afterwards, the man, Becky Lynch came out of nowhere, beat the shit out of Bianca, and then wrapped a chair around her, and then slammed her throat first into the ring post with the chair on her. So they're saying that she has some throat issues during the show, and that was about it. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if we wound up seeing a hair versus with the title match leading into a hair loser gets their head shaved kind of stipulation. I know that's kind of hokey and kind of like old school Memphis style wrestling, but hey, we saw a hair versus hair match before with Molly Holly against Victoria. Who knows, we might again. Next up, we got Riddle going against Montez Ford, and this came to be because as Randy Orton and Riddle were in the ring celebrating, they were celebrating their tag title win, and they had popcorn, chips, soda, gum, all the works, and then you just see Riddle, or Randy, give him a bag saying, you know what it is, which, okay, nice weed innuendo. Then out come the Profits, the Street Profits, insisting that they have a title match at WrestleMania. They said, at first, Randy and Orton are like, no. Listen, you don't know what we had to get through to get this. We had to go through hurdles. We had to jump through hoops. For crying out loud, we had to win a freaking spelling bee to get a shot at these titles. And you just want to walk up to us and say, hey, you won it? No. No, get in line and wait. And then Riddle's like, whoa, guys, it's all good. And then Ford wound up running his mouth on something. It's like, no, Riddle. Then Riddle stepped in like, whoa, hold up, dude. I was trying to defend you. Now you want to go and run your mouth like that? Not cool, dude. Not cool. So you know what? You want a match at Mania? We'll get it. But if you want to go now, brother, we can go now. Which then leads to this match. A lot of good solid ring work going back and forth with each other. Wow, this was really good. And again, I can't put this over enough. I fucking am loving how well Montez Ford shows he can work solo. I'm just salivating at the bits on when he's eventually going to get a solo run. You know, it's just a matter of when, not if, because the guy's charismatic enough, he's athletic enough, and Lord knows he's got the fucking build. But yeah. So as far as what the ending of the match went, it came out in a DQ when Otis grabbed Riddle, held him up, and then rammed him into the barricade. Alpha Academy came out and beat up everyone, which now has me thinking we're going to get a triple threat tag match. Yeah. So now we come to main event of the night. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. The winner gets to go to WrestleMania and have Steve Austin on their show. You know, the stipulations sound a little funny the more you say it out loud. Moving forward, man, this was a damn good... These guys have really good chemistry with each other. There's no denying that. You know? And I know not all ROH alumni worked well together with each other, but man, these two guys really show that they have ROH in their blood. They really show they got Ring of Honor in their system, that they worked the Ring of Honor system and style. And it's just... It shows, and it's good. It was a damn good match. I loved it. Nice little brawl at the start. KO, he was leading the pace. Wound up working on Seth's one leg. Thank God, though, the commentators did not overemphasize, oh, that's Seth Rollins' medically repaired knee. You know, it was just a matter of, oh, he's working the leg. But yeah, I dug it. Damn good match. Owens got the win with a stunner, and then the show ended with Rollins just leaning over the ropes, looking up, and the camera's just shooting right at his face, looking up, and you're seeing him panning up, looking at the WrestleMania sign. And it's just like, oh, damn, now he really looks all beaten and disheveled, you know? But yeah, so that is it for this week's show, folks. So please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes when you can. Look for me on the Twitter at Tim Vicious. Thank you to my executive producer, Ali Ray Ben, who did provide the music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check it out. It's on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, all that good shit. Details are down below. Also, thank you to contributor of the show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. They're a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Also, folks, don't forget to follow these cool-ass cats on the Twitter. Kenny Killer, DSP_IV. Diabolica RA, Sergeant Curry Pants and Dubs in your face. And folks, make sure y'all check out whatamaneuver.net for Vicious Rants apparel. We got t-shirts, long sleeves, hoodies, tanks, all that good shit, even onesies for the little ones. And folks, just like the bad guy would say, you love me great, you hate me, fuck you.